Good evening, friends. This is Pradeep once again with a new series, new video, new session on Microsoft PowerPoint. And in this, we are going to discuss in detail about how to create videos. We can use different techniques, different features available in PowerPoint and create some beautiful videos for personal and professional use. So, before we get started, once again, let me request each one of you a humble request. Corona cases are going across India and it is time to take action. So please go ahead and make some donation towards pmcare.gov.in or choose any other charity organization where you can make the donation, because donation is very important and necessary right now because we cannot move out of home to help the needy. So please go ahead and make some donations, or you can do some kind of other act of kindness. The link is there on the screen, or you can use this QR code to access the website. Here we are on the 10th day, 5 more days to go to end this webinar. But let me tell you that there is a good news after this gets over, which I'll reveal towards the end of this program. So let me first of all talk about today's session, which is create videos using PowerPoint. This session we are going to talk about few features which are available in Office 365, and without using Office 365, how can we make different features live which can be interactive on video. Yeah, so there are a lot of things which are going to come in our kitty today, so please stay tuned. Now here the announcement continues the same thing. Please add this email address to your contact list, because every day I'm going to be sending test practice files. Today we have sent some link. Please go through the mail. If you have not received the mail, then you must go ahead and check your spam or junk folder. If you have registered with us with the correct email address, you should have received the email, because we are not leaving even a single person. Our list has grown beyond 7,000 subscribers and we are mailing each one of them. Please do check your junk or spam folder. Otherwise, Prashant is pasting the link or to register to our subscriber list. Now, second thing is, please go to our playlist, which is tinyurl/15 days webinar, where you can see all our previous videos. Do check these videos just in case if you have missed anything. I have been getting a lot of feedback that I need to slow down, talk slowly, but I have not slowed down. I generally do not do the training program at this pace. The normal training program happens at a slower pace because in our normal training program, we do it 8 hours a day and we have got only 1 hour. And friend, I would like to cover as much as possible. If possible, if I can cover all those 8 hours topic in this 1 hour, I would be happy to do that. But I can understand I can't go that fast. And that is the reason I am creating these videos and uploading it to our playlist. Soon after we end this, the video editing work starts and it continues till the afternoon, and me and my team members are taking a lot of effort to create those videos just in case you can watch those videos at your own pace. This video will help you, this session will help you to understand and ask questions, and to practice. The videos are available on our playlist. Let's move on. This is my YouTube channel. Request you to subscribe to this channel, because when you subscribe, whenever we upload a video, you get the notification. So do not forget to press the bell icon so that you get the early notification. This is my LinkedIn profile. Please do get connected to me on my LinkedIn portal. And if you're happy with this training program, which is a 15 days, 15 webinar, more than 15 topic, then do leave any comment over there. Please go through the slide and then I'll move on. Okay. So now we are going ahead with few tips to be interactive in this presentation or throughout this session. This is one-way communication. You cannot speak to me. So please do use the question and answer panel. And at the end of the training program, please do give the feedback. Prashant will send you the link to the feedback form. So friends, let's get started. Happy learning. Friends, yesterday we discussed about PowerPoint, and in PowerPoint we discussed plenty of things about different rules and features to get started with PowerPoint. Today our focus is only and only on videos. How do we create videos? Yeah. Before I get started with the video, if you open the link of the practice files, you will get to see this folder. There are some videos, audio, sample pictures, and background videos that I have already given to all of you, which will be used during this presentation. Yeah. So let's get started for this session now. First thing, when we talk about video, it's very simple. When we go ahead and work with video, generally I work with a blank slide. I do not use any specific slide. In this blank slide, what I would like to do is I would like to create a very simple but powerful videos. Let me take you to this particular folder. Here I have given you some sample pictures which were given to you yesterday, and I would like to import all these pictures into my PowerPoint and create a video. Let's assume that you have some pictures, some party pictures or some function that has happened in your office or in your family. What you want to do is you want to gather all those pictures and quickly create videos. So friends, we can create videos in less than 5 minutes, which with a lot of audio, video and animation, we can do a lot of things with PowerPoint. Let's get started with this video. First thing, this path of this folder is very important. So I go ahead and copy the path of that folder. Let me close this for a while. And now I open PowerPoint and I go to this option that says insert. When I go to insert, here you will see the option that says photo album. When we click on photo album, here the screen opens up. This is the screen of photo album that we see. Here it is asking me for file and disk. I click on file or disk. Now it is asking me to choose the folder which contains all the pictures. So I select in file name box and I enter the path. I press enter and see it automatically takes me to that screen where all the pictures are available. I click one picture and press Ctrl A because I would like to import all those pictures and create a beautiful video. So I've selected these pictures and I click on insert. Now see, all these pictures have got inserted. I may click and drag them up or down as required, or I may remove depending on the choice. Once that is done, the second option that you should look at is how do you want to place those pictures. If the pictures are many, you must consider not to use one single picture which should fit to entire slide, but you can use 2 pictures or 4 pictures. So we have 1 to 4 pictures in this photo album. Now here we have the option picture with title. So you may have to go ahead and manually add the title. So at the moment I'm skipping this feature. You may try this. I'm selecting one picture a slide, and that picture should be scaled to across the slide. Yeah. Now, once that is done, at times what happens when we click the picture with our camera, the picture could be upside down or all those things. So there are the option to correct the picture orientation. You may choose some black and white. You may choose some beautification by increasing the brightness and all. Please do check out all the features in the screen. I'm not covering all, but I'm just giving you hints where to look at. Once that is done, next thing is just click on create. Yeah. Now see how beautifully with a single click, I could import one picture in each slide. Now see, this slide looks like this. This presentation looks like this. And if I go to the next slide, nothing new exciting about this picture. So let's see how do we create it in the form of a video that you will be happy to look at. First thing, it will be good if I add some background music, and instead of photo album we can also type something, let's say my photography. Let's assume that I have clicked all these pictures, and what I would like to do is I would like to add some media file, or I would like to add some audio files. So again, if you go back to our PPT folder, there you will find one more folder with the name audio. Yeah. So let's say there are plenty of audios here. I may choose any of these audio. Let me choose the first audio. I copy that audio and I paste it here. Okay. So audio file automatically comes on the screen. What I did, Control C and Control V. It's very simple. I got the audio on the file. Now, after getting the audio on the file, next thing that I would like to do here is, if I play, let me play this audio and listen to the music. Next thing is, when you click on this audio, what I did was I copied that audio file and pasted it here. After pasting the audio here, I get this playback tab. This is very important tab because here you get a lot of media controls. Now, what you need to do here is, first thing, you will go ahead and click on playback tab, and here, just in case if you don't like the audio completely, you can trim it, you can use volume. Here you can choose this option, play across slide, loop until stop, hide during show, rewind after playing. All these four options are very important. But now let's see, if I go ahead and play this audio, what happens? I'm playing this audio doesn't play. I have to click on this, and also this file is visible on the screen. So what I'm going to do, first of all, I'm going to say automatically, it should automatically be played. Now, if I go ahead and play this audio is now being played automatically. Yeah. But if I change the slide, this is the biggest problem with the audio. When you change the slide audio breaks. It doesn't continue in the other slide. So we have this another option under the playback tab, which says play across slide. Yeah. I don't want it to be shown during the presentation, and it should loop and rewind until we stop the audio. Now see, if I press F5, automatically audio is being played, and if I go to the next slide, audio continues to be playing. Now there's one problem. If I press F5, the slide automatically doesn't move. Yeah, I can hear the audio. If I press tab on my keyboard, the slide changes, but slide does not change automatically, and I would like to change it automatically. So what I'll do now, in order to get this audio change automatically, I go to the first slide and I go to the slide transition. When I go to slide transition, now here I can say that all my slides, yeah, should move after 2 seconds. So I uncheck this box and I check it after 2 seconds. Yeah. And I click on apply to all the slides. When I click on apply to all the slide, let's say I press F5, and you will see that automatically these slides are moving after 2 seconds. I repeat the step once again. I go to transition tab. On the right hand side, I'll uncheck this box that says on mouse click, and I'll check this box that says 2 seconds. You may increase or decrease that to whatever amount that you want. This is minute, this is second, and this is millisecond. Yeah. So you can choose it accordingly. Once that is done, once the duration is chosen, see, this duration is different and this duration is different. Let me tell you, this duration is after what duration the slide should transition to another slide, and this duration is how much time should it take to move on to another slide. Now let's understand. Let me make it 5 seconds here. 5 seconds. Okay. So this is 5 seconds and this is 2 seconds. That means one slide will be shown for 2 seconds, but to move from one slide to another slide, that transition animation is going to take 5 seconds. Yeah. So let me click on apply to all. I'll click on, let's say, fade, and I click on apply to all. Okay. So now press F5 and see. Okay, how slowly this is working. So to move on from one slide, it stays on that slide for 2 seconds, but to move on to another slide, it takes almost 5 seconds to fade in and fade out. Yeah. So it's better to keep it 2 seconds only, and we are going to keep it 2 seconds. Now, why did I choose 2 seconds? That is because that is the good amount of time that you would want to look at that picture and move on to another slide. So I have selected this after, and this is duration. That is how I have selected. You may choose different transitions which are suitable. Let's say this is nothing but shred transition, or this is nothing but gallery. You may choose anything. But let's say I don't want to stick to only one particular transaction throughout the slide. I would like these transition animations to change accordingly. But I do not have time and I do not want to spend time in selecting the transition animation for each slide because I may have hundreds of slides. Yeah. So what I can do is I can simply go to random. Let PowerPoint choose the transition for each slide. And now I click on apply to all. Yeah. So when I do that, see, every transition has the ideal time. Yeah. So it automatically selects that. But if you still want to change it to 2 seconds, you may do that. Yeah. So I go to apply to all and now I press F5. Now you will see different transition effects to different slides. See, this is changed. Now there will be another transition effect. Now there will be one more transition effect. So there are plenty of transition effect, right? So I think my presentation or video is complete. I'm good to go ahead and export this presentation into video. What I'm going to do is I click on file, then I click on export. When I click on export, here we have the option create video. And see, if you're using Office 365, you've got option of Ultra 4K HD video. That also you can do. Or else if you want to create a smaller version of lesser resolution, you may choose that. So let me use the medium file, which is 720 pixel, and I click on create video. It is going to ask me where do I want to keep that video. Let me put it on the desktop, my photography, and I click save. Yeah, this is going to take a while. Once this video is complete, we are going to come back to this feature now. Yeah, so I believe you guys have understood how do we go ahead and create videos using PowerPoint. So it's very simple. I created a photo album video in less than 5 minutes, although I took more than 5 minutes just to because I was explaining. But if you give me, it won't take more than 2 minutes to create all these slides and the video. Yeah, let's take a look at that video because it's being exported. So I say my photography. Yeah, this is my photography. Let's see. It's a complete 20 to 30 second video. Yeah. Now, so it's done. Now let's move on to the next topic, wherein you have the video and you would like to add certain controls within that video. So first, let's create a new presentation. So I don't want to continue with this presentation. Let me open a new presentation. So let me save this photography also. And I come back with a new presentation, which is this PowerPoint. Now, let's say I insert a slide. By the way, Control M is a shortcut to insert a slide, which doesn't work on my system because I'm recording this screen. So I make it completely blank and let me add a video. So friends, I would like you to go to our same folder that I have given to all of you, which is video folder. Here in the video folder, there is a video with a globe in it. So let's see what all things can I do. So I simply copy this video and I paste this video here. That's the simplest way that I can get the video in. Now, how can I go ahead and use this video? Yeah, there are multiple ways that I can use this video. One is I can embed this video, or I can use some video controls on this particular object. Now, first thing, let me show you some cropping feature. Yesterday we learned about cropping, but that cropping feature was limited to pictures. But now we are going to talk about cropping video. That's very useful. So when you click on this video, second thing that you must do is, after clicking on this video, let's say let me increase the size, and here I go to video format. In your screen, it will not be video format, but just the format. I click on format, and now here there is an option which says video shape. I click on video shape and you will get to see the same shape. Yeah. let's say I can use different shapes to my video, and let's see how does it play. Yeah. So I use one more way. I insert a video, I select video, video format, video shapes, and then select a shape. So this is nothing but another video shape. See. Got it? Yeah. So we can give different shapes to a particular video depending on the situation and circumstances. Okay. Now, let me show you something different. You can use video to crop with respect to shape as well. So see here, this video, I would like to crop this video into this round circle. So see, what do? I click on video and I select shape. The problem is it does not match the edges of this globe. How can I do that? I click here. In the format tab, I click on video shape and select the shape. That's the first step. Second thing, in the format tab itself, we have crop. So we can even crop the video, and when I click on crop, here do you see? This is nothing but I'm moving the edges to match the edges of the globe. Sorry. See here? Now crop. And now you can use it. Where can you use it? Let me show you if I have that PPT available. Okay. See here, long back I had created this presentation, and see the same globe that I have used in the place of bullets. Yeah. So instead of the actual bullets, I created video bullets. Now this is something which is a good idea of using. So you need to use creativity. Where can you use these features? Yeah. Now, see, one more idea is, if you know the tool, you know where to use them. But if you don't know the tool, the creativity doesn't come with limited knowledge. A good creativity comes with knowledge of each and every feature. Yeah. So I have created this video, and I have use it within a shape video. Let's use another video. Now, again, I go back to that video file, and let's see, I create some, let's say, hummingbird. Okay. This is the video that I have, and let me insert this video into PowerPoint. I create a new slide and I add that video into that new slide. Now friends, let's see what I want to do. I'm creating a video, and I want this video to automatically be played when I come to this particular slide. One more thing that I want to do here is, there is no place where the name of the bird is not mentioned, and what I want to do is, I would like to add a name box which will tell us, while this video is being played, a name box should pop up which should tell me the name of the bird, and it should disappear automatically as well when I'm doing the presentation. Let's see how do we do it. Yeah. First thing, what I want to do is, I go ahead and insert a text box, and I select a text box and I name it as, so the text is not visible because the text background color is the same. So I select the text box, insert text box, that I have done. Once that is done, I have written hummingbird, and then I go to format. What I need to do here is, I will change the color of the font. Now see, the word is visible. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is, let me increase the font. What is the shortcut? If you remember, Control Shift greater than is the shortcut to increase the font size. Yeah. So I have selected this hummingbird. Yeah. Now come here. So this is nothing but hummingbird that I have done. Now let me use some beautiful font to make it even more appealing. I click here, well empty. Now what I want, when I start the video, at this point, the name of the word should automatically appear, and at this point, it should disappear. Getting it? At this point, the name of the bird should appear. Let's say at 2 seconds, the name of the bird should appear. So in order to mark this point, that this time, at this particular section of the video, this word should appear, I'll go to this playback tab. Remember, this playback tab is very useful for videos in PowerPoint and audios in PowerPoint. So I go to this playback tab and I add a bookmark. So do you see there is a round which has come on the screen? That is nothing but a bookmark. And towards the end of the presentation, let's say at 8 seconds, or let me do it here because I don't want to spend too much time. After 2 seconds, it should automatically disappear. Okay. So I create another bookmark here. So these are the two bookmarks that I have created. What I want here, it should automatically add this text onto the slide. What I'm going to do, I go to animations. I want this animation. So here there are two kinds of animation, this animation as well as this animation. And whenever you give the animation, you must always activate this animation pane. So as soon as I added this video, these two animation got activated and I don't need them right now. I'll remove them. I'm going to start from the scratch. Okay. That animation that you saw that I removed just now came up automatically. I've just removed them. Now I have the bookmarks ready. Now what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and click on this particular text box and give the animation. If you remember, yesterday we discussed in brief about the animation. I can select the text box, and once the text box is selected, I go to animations, add animations, and here I want it should fade in. Okay. Now next animation, again I would like to give to this particular text box. So I select the border. Don't click like this because that makes the word selected. I select on the border and I go to add animation once again. Do not use this animation because if I use this animation, it overrides the other animation. That means it replaces the current animation. So I don't want to replace the current animation. I want it to fade in, and the next animation, I go to add animation, and here let me choose float out. Yeah, so it will float out. Yeah, so it will automatically fade in but float out. Now this animation should automatically, both these animations should automatically work, but as soon as the bookmark one triggers. Yeah, so I don't want them to be manually triggered, so I select after previous and this also after previous. And now what I'm going to do, I'll make sure that this happens when automatically bookmark one comes. So I click this animation, I go to trigger on bookmark 1. This animation, I click on that animation, I go to trigger on bookmark 2. Right? So automatically I have given them the bookmarks, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to play them. Shift F5. Yeah. Now the video is not being played. I'll play it manually and see automatically hummingbird came and it went up. Let's view that once again. Let's view the video once again. Now hummingbird is not visible. I click here and appeared, disappeared. Yeah, simple bookmarking technique that I've used in video, which will help you a lot. Now let me do one more technique. This is required by most of the presenters. Let's say I would like to pause this video right at this point. Let's say I'm conducting a presentation. I want to show half of the video to the audience. I don't want to show them the complete video, just half of the video. So I select the center of the video and I want video should automatically pause. I've seen many trainers that they roam across the class, and as soon as they realize that they want to pause the video, they run to the desktop to pause the video. That should not happen. You should be free from pausing the video. It should happen automatically. Yeah. Now what I want to do is, I have given the animation. The third animation I have not given. Let me do it again. I go ahead and I would like to do a pause. So I create an animation for pause, and that should work when I go ahead and click on when third bookmark arrives. So let's see. I click here and the animation is being played. Hummingbird that disappeared, and see automatically the video paused at that particular duration. Okay. So now when you have done all these things, that is nothing but working with video in PowerPoint. Yeah. So likewise, you can manage the video. So first part was create video. Then I spoke about manage video. Now I'm going to talk about something which is even more interesting. Next thing that we are going to talk about right now is some features which are available in Office 365. Yeah. So these are excellent features in Office 365 which I will talk about. These features are also available in Office 2019. If you're using 2016, then these features are not available. So let me talk about that feature because that is an excellent feature. Let me talk about these three penguins. Add these three penguins. What I want to do is I would like to do some animation on these penguins. Right? So I'm going to now for the next 15 to 20 minutes, I'm going to spend on this feature. If required, I'll add another picture. Otherwise, I'll more or less work on this feature only. This picture only. So this is the picture, but I don't like this picture. So I want to scale this picture. What I'm going to do, I go ahead and create a duplicate of this picture. Yeah. So this is the picture and then I create a duplicate of that picture and I put it on the slide. Now, how do I scale it? If you remember yesterday, we learned one feature which is nothing but format. I click on format, I go to crop and I click on aspect ratio. When I go to aspect ratio, here is the option that is 16:9. Now, yesterday I did not tell you basis on what dimension did I choose 16:9. Let me tell you, by default, when you look at the slide, you should come to know that this is 16:9 if width is more than the height. But there is a way to find out whether is it 16:9 or 4:3 or anything else. You need to go to design tab and here you have the option slide size. Whichever is highlighted, that's your slide dimension. So my slide dimension is 16:9. So I go to this format tab and here I select this option crop and choose the option aspect ratio and select 16:9. Now when I do 16:9, I can easily go ahead and move this background picture. See, I'm moving this background picture so that the heads of these penguins should not get cut. And now I click on crop and I will scale this picture to the entire slide. Now take a look at the slide and see how does it look. This is how it is and this is how it is. No big deal. Let's do something different. I click this slide, I go to transition and in transition, friends, like I mentioned, if you're using Office 365 or 2019, then you get this option that is the feature which is called as Morph. I click on Morph and let's see the effect. F5. Correct? Interesting? Let's make it more interesting. I create a duplicate of this slide. Let me go ahead and crop this feature. I crop this picture. Let me make it 16:9 aspect ratio. Yeah. So this is nothing but 16:9. So now what I'm doing, I'm going to scale this picture to the entire slide. Let me make again duplicate. Sorry, not this. I'll make the duplicate of this slide. And let me make two more duplicates. Okay. So now I am going ahead and cropping this particular picture. The one at the corner. Crop. Sorry, let me adjust this part also. Aspect ratio 16:9. And let me adjust a little bit. Crop. Now what I'm going to do, I select this. Scale the picture. See how scaling is, how simple is it now? Again, I go to this picture, make a duplicate and this cropping once again to the middle one. And I click here and I scale this picture once again. Now when I scale this picture, this is how the presentation looks like now. Yeah. If I talk about without Morph, this presentation looks like this. None. And this is how it looks. Let me use Morph transition for all of them. Morph. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to press F5 and see. Let me talk about these three friends. So friends, these three have been pals since their college days. He is one of the most sincere and honest person. If you look at this person, he is very aggressive. He is not cool and calm at all. And this one is the naughtiest amongst all. Three different people, three different nature, but still friendship does not see the nature. See how simply I can give the presentation on this particular picture. Did you see the effect? How the moving of the window takes place? That is nothing but fantastic, friends. Yeah. Now, we can do one more thing here. Let me show you one more feature which is excellent. Yeah. So this is nothing but morph, and you can use it in different ways. Let me give you one more trick. I use this picture, and now let me make duplicate of this picture. First of all, I am going to superimpose this picture over one another. So what I did, I have duplicated the picture. So you can see that there are two picture slides. I click on picture, and this time I'm going to go to crop to shape, circle, and then I click on crop, and I select this particular person for cropping. Yeah, so I've chosen this guy for cropping. Okay, I shouldn't have. See, generally when you cannot move the picture, you can even move the movie frame across. Sorry, let me select the frame. This is nothing but cropping frame that I'm moving right now. Okay, now this is my cropping frame. I click here, and in the first picture it will be somewhere here. Now in the, let me create a duplicate of this picture, and I'll put this particular here and make it little more in size. Okay, so this is nothing but that thing, that picture. Now what I'm going to do is, I create duplicate of this picture. Let me reset this picture. How do I reset? I don't want this cropping anymore. I go select this picture. Here I have the option reset picture and size, which I did. I again click on crop, and this time I'm gonna move it to this guy, and I select crop to shape again, and let me crop a little bit more. Yeah, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to increase the size of this picture as well. Okay, so understand, here this is one, here this is another picture, and in the third picture I don't want this cropping paint. Now see the effect. Again I've given the transition, which is morph, and see here. Okay, do you see? But see this moving. The middle penguin, that is not larger, but it is like magnifying glass that you're moving across the picture. Do you see this feature? This is nothing but magnifying glass which is being moved onto the picture, which I used in this presentation, which is nothing but a very useful feature, which is morph. Let me show you another feature which is nothing but based on text. So here is text. I open my Word document. Let me open Word. I type something, and let me copy this paragraph. Okay, let me teach you some other trick. If you remember, when I was doing Windows, I spoke about clipboard that comes by when you press Windows V. What if your Windows is not updated? That clipboard is there since ages. So I click on this clipboard, and let me clear it. Okay, so I copy Control C. I select this Control C. I copy this Control C. So now what will happen, if I press Control V here, the last thing which got copied will get pasted here. But if I want to paste the first one, then the second one, and then the third one, the clipboard option is here as well. When we go to Home tab, here is the option which is clipboard. And in Word also, I use the same option. I went to Home tab and I activated this clipboard. Now in PowerPoint, I use the same option which is Home, this clipboard. And whatever I copied in Word has got copied into this clipboard. Yeah. Let's see here. What I'm going to do is I click here and add this text here. Then I add another text here. And then I add a text here. So I've added 3 different texts in these 3 different slides. Let's say I go ahead and do morph. Now what I'm going to do here, this is the picture. I come here. This is the text. I come here. This is the text. I come here. This is the text. Nothing fantastic. Yeah. Let me do something now. I select all these 3. I gave the morph transition. But here we have something which says effect options. When I go to effect options, I select words. Yeah. Let's see now what happens. I go to F5 and see the words. So when I go to the next slide, the common words come together. See. Yeah. Now, let me do one more thing here. I select all these 3 slides and I go to effect options and then I click on characters. Yeah. So now see. So these are the characters. I go to the next slide. See how beautiful does it look. How beautiful it looks. Fantastic. Yeah. So that is nothing but morph transition that we have done. Okay. Now let me quickly show you one more trick that can be used in this morph transition. Okay. So first thing, let me make it blank. When I go to insert, I click on text box here and I type I, India I, and let me increase this text box like this. Let me increase the text box and let me choose a better font for this India. So I don't like Calibri, as you know. I use copper black. Yeah, pretty thick font. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do is I'll use this. Now learn this technique, friends. This is something which is brilliant that I myself have found out because I wanted to use this technique in my video. Towards the end of this training, I'm going to show that video as well. Yeah, I press here and now I want N. So let me make it and get it in the center. Okay. So I go ahead, IN, D, I duplicate this I and I type A. Yeah. So this is India. Now, see, I do a transition effect that is morph transition. What do you think? I, N, D, I, A. Nothing great. Okay. One more thing that I did on my video India, I changed the color. So let me choose this I and again D. I use this as blue color. It should be white and I used the Ashok Chakra here, but I don't want to get into those complexities right now. So I'm just using this one. Green eye, and this is going to be, I think it's darker green, not this green. Let it be. Okay. So now, what I'm going to do is, if I use this, nothing great happens. What I'm going to do, I'll copy this. I'm going to paste this, paste special, and here I'm going to use Windows meta file. What did I do? Let me repeat this step once again. I copied this. Okay, I'm going to do this 5 times. After pasting it as meta file, I go to group, ungroup. It will give me some warning. I'm going to ignore that. And again, I'm going to right click, group, ungroup. Okay, this outer window I don't want. Let's see. I'll explain it once again. What did I do? I cut this text N. Along with text box, you have to cut it. Then go to paste. Go to paste special. And here, select Windows meta file and click OK. Once you do that, do right click, group, ungroup. It's going to give you warning. Ignore that. Just click yes. Once again, go to right click, group, ungroup. Remove this outer window. Once again, those who didn't get it, if you see the cursor, don't cut that. Click on this border, cut it, go to paste, drop down, special, Windows meta file, click OK. Do right click, group, ungroup. Yes. Again do right click, group, ungroup, delete. And second last, let me quickly do it. Cut. I go ahead and paste special meta file. OK. Right click, group, ungroup. Yes. Again right click, group, ungroup, and now I'm going to do it here. Cut, paste, special, Windows meta file. I click here, do right click, group, ungroup. I click here, right click, group, ungroup, and now I delete here. Yeah, I have done the steps. What I'm going to do now, entire thing, I select, go to transition, morph transition. Now see the effect. So this is the text. This is how it looks. I N D I A. Beautiful. So this is how you can use, friends, morph transition. Let me show you the actual video that I've created using the same technique, or else I should have that on my laptop also. Rather than opening a video, let me go ahead and show it from the PPT itself. Yes, I think this is the one. Take a look at this presentation. This was completely created in PowerPoint. And friends, this is not a video, this is the pure animation. Yeah, this is called as video scribe effect. This is the same animation that we learned just now. See, this is the video in the background of text. How to write the text like this, that is also a technique. And if you remember 3D graphics, which I'm going to talk about in a short while, this is created in 3D Paint that we learnt in the first, in the Windows session. So this entire globe was created in Paint 3D. So friends, this entire thing was created in PowerPoint, and this is nothing but 3D model that we learned. I said I'll talk about, so I'm going to talk about in brief about what is this 3D model. But as you can see, there are a lot of techniques which have been used in this presentation. And as you saw, this is not video. As you can see, there is no video in this slide. These are all animation that I have done, and this is video behind the animation. So let me tell you the inspiration. Where did I get the inspiration of creating something like this? These days you must have seen Mahabharat, right? In the beginning when it says Mahabharat, at that time you will see actually Mahabharat. Behind Mahabharat there is a video that gets played. So from there I thought, why can I not create something like this in PowerPoint? And that's how I came up with this technique. Yeah. So there are a lot of techniques which have been used here, and This is also there on my YouTube channel that I've created. If you go here, there are a lot of videos, and let me show you, there are some morph transition videos. I'm not going to show those videos. You can just feel free to go. This is the same video that I've shown you just now. This is video editing in PowerPoint. This is about 5 learnings that you will get Ramayana. And let me show you, this is again morph transition. This is again PowerPoint. I mean, there are a lot of animations that have been done in this. Of Diwali, this is about Ganesh Chaturthi. And the videos that I would recommend you to look at is, this is tribute to Indian Armed Forces. And this is completely done with morph transition. And there is one more video that I am not able to find, which is about Diwali again. But there is a good learning in that video. But again, friends, if you see the videos, I think I'm not able to locate it, but I'm sure you will be able to find it. Or else I'll share in the mail tomorrow, where I'll share all these videos, which you can learn from how to use morph transition and what else is possible using morph. It's one of the brilliant features. Again, so let's move on, and let me quickly cover 2 features right now. I was talking about 3D models and 3D presentations. So see, when you go to insert, this is again available only to Office 365 users. I click on 3D model, and see, there are animated 3D graphics as well as an anatomy, which is nothing but just 3D graphics. So let's go to anatomy, and let me tell you, I was conducting a training program for a pharmaceutical company, and there is a animated thing for heart. Not sure if I'll be able to find it, but there was a guy who was working for pharmaceutical company. Yeah, this is the one. So he took this picture and he created a brilliant presentation, and he was the one who was a medical representative whose job was to go to different doctors. So he created this presentation and he used to pitch to the cardiac surgeons. So see here, this video he created, and this is nothing but a 3D model which is created, nothing other than that. And here, the reason it is 3D model is because I can duplicate it, and now I can move this like this. See the 3D graphics. Yeah, so this is nothing but the heart, and I can click on this. This is how it looks. I can make it even more bigger, and then I think I've created duplicate of that. Let me delete this. So this is nothing but 3D, and now what I'm going to do, again, I have already given, because I'm duplicating the slide, this morph transition automatically gets applied. Let me do it for objects. Okay, let me do it now again. See here. Do you see the rotation? Sorry. This is how it works. Yeah. So that's nothing but morph transition that you can use in PowerPoint. Now, one more thing. Let us say if you have actual presentation to be given, and if you would like the entire presentation to be recorded, what you can do right now is, see, what I'm going to do is I click on slideshow, and there is a feature which says record slideshow. Let's see how does this feature work. I click here, and now I'll click on record slideshow. So here at the bottom right corner, a video comes up, and if you click here, now when you change the slide, you should take a pause like this and then change the slide. Because if you do not change the slide, oh sorry, I am not recording. Okay. There is an option called as recording. So you must click here, record, and see, now the presentation is being recorded. Now what you need to do is, just when you change the slide, you need to take a pause. Let's say if I'm speaking, and while speaking, if I go ahead and change the slide, you will see at the end when I rerun this presentation, and if you're speaking something while the slide is changing, the audio breaks. So you should make sure you should stop speaking when you're changing the slide. Yeah. So see, I have done all these things. Let me stop the recording and let's see the presentation. Yeah. So I come here and see. Not sure if you are able to hear the audio or not. Did you see? Then this audio recording stopped. Yeah. So So friends, here you can create a lot of e-learning modules. So when you're giving the presentation, and if you want to send this presentation to someone, you would go ahead and create this kind of presentation, record the presentation while the someone is speaking at the back end, and then once that is done, you can go ahead and click on export and click on create a video. So like this, there are plenty of features that you can use. See, the reason I focused on two different aspects, one is creating video and the other one is creativity within PowerPoint. Creativity within PowerPoint is very useful because unless and until your PowerPoint presentations are creative, you'll not be able to create good videos of PowerPoint. Yeah, these are the various techniques that I have spoken. I'm sure you guys have liked it. Yeah. So Prashant is now forwarding the feedback form, and then I'm going to take up all the questions that you guys have. So I believe we spent almost more than an hour on this subject, and I hope that you guys have learned something. I would request all of you to give the feedback while I'm taking questions. Please let me know what do you think about this session. Okay, I'm not able to add answer in drop down list in the forms while making the quiz. Question is for Microsoft Forms, and okay, let me answer that question. You must have chosen the option as survey. When you go to Microsoft Forms, you get two options, survey and quiz. In quiz, you get the option to add an answer, not in survey. I have tried to use some style art, smart art you mean, while creating PPT, but I sent that PPT to someone else. The respective slide appears blank. What might be the reason? Happened with 2 PPT today itself. Not sure if you're talking about smart art. Smart art feature is available since 2007. So there is no way that should get disappeared automatically. If you want, you can share that PPT or that respective slide. Let me look into it because I can't assume anything. Even the version is lower, doesn't matter here. If you use the same video as bullets, the file size will go significantly. Is there a way to control that? Fantastic. That's a good question which I should have answered. When you go to file, when you go to info, there is an option to optimize media compatibility. When you say optimize media compatibility, if you send it to someone with other version, those people may not be able to use the same video because the format may not be compatible with that particular version, because in latest version you can use wider range of video formats. So click on optimize compatibility, and then the compress media option is also there. When you go ahead, see at the moment, let me show you what is the size of this presentation. Let me go ahead and put it in delete. If I see this size, if I go to 50 MB is the size of this presentation. So let me go ahead and make it standard, and now you will see it is compressing the size of every video. So it says already compressed. Some videos are already compressed. Hummingbird 6.3 MB reduced. Rest of the videos are already compressed, it says. Not sure. So from 50 MB, it should get reduced to some 40 MB or so. Let me save it again. And let me come here. See, 41 MB, it has reduced. How the video can be played automatically when the slide comes. Okay, if you remember, I was talking about that. Let me copy this hummingbird video and put it, or else let me copy another video. See, the question is, how do I make sure that video automatically starts? So this thing I might not have explained properly. So I click here, I go to playback, and here I select this option automatically. So see, I'm coming from here. This is the video, and now if I go there, the automatically video plays. So what did I do here? Click the video, go to playback, and set this to automatically. How do I select multiple photos and get them pasted on multiple slides? Say, for example, I select 5 photos and want them on 5 different slides. Is that possible? If yes, if you can address the same, I would not want copying and pasting each image one by one. Friend, that is exactly what we discussed about photo album. So if you want to paste all those pictures into different slides, go to insert photo album. If you have missed this feature, please wait for our video to come on the YouTube channel. That is the first topic that I did today. How to make video auto resume, say after 1 minute after the pause. So after 1 minute, you need to use again you can go to animation, you can play, and you can use the delay option. So friends, these were the questions. I'm sure you guys have liked the session. I would like you to subscribe to our channel, and there are a lot of learnings on the channel. I'm sure you guys will find those videos useful. Our channel is on this youtube.com/Pradeep Pardeshi. If you type Pradeep Pardeshi on Google or YouTube, Google recognize me very well, and YouTube is also my friend, so you can search me over there, and you can see how I wanted to cover one topic is that is nothing but video editing. The existing video, how do you edit, right? That part I could not cover. Maybe for some detailed session, I can invite you and you can join that. If you see full story of surgical strike in Pakistan, this I created last year in February when actually the surgical strike happened. You will see that these are nothing but the cutout of Bollywood movies. So this is just 56 seconds. This entire thing was created in PowerPoint only, and even video editing. I did not edit any video in any other video editing software. So that is one thing, and this is also something which I would recommend. This talks about my actual journey that I went through from 2008 till this point in a completely humorous way. I'm sure you will like these videos. And this is nothing but video Scribe that you saw, that India flag was coming at the background, that video Scribe animation. Here is the video Scribe animation. So you can just explore these videos, which will give you some motivation to be a little more creative and not restrict your skills to locate good pictures on Google and use it. By the way, let me also show you one more video here, which will talk about how do you find pictures on Google. Any person who works on PowerPoint presentation must go through this video. And if you want to get the ready-made presentation from Google, if you don't want to create a presentation, then go to this video, Fantastic Google Search Techniques. These two videos are must for everyone. Please go watch, like, subscribe, comment, and do press the bell icon. Thank you very much, friends. I hope you guys have liked this presentation, and we'll see you tomorrow for Excel session. So from tomorrow onwards, we have 4 days of Excel training program, and there are a lot of things which are there in my kitty, and I'm excited to discuss those features with you. So let's stay tuned. Let's meet tomorrow at the same time. Thank you very much.